What's up, everyone? Welcome to the show. I am here at Lake Michigan, and people are catching salmon left and right over here. So I thought I'd give it a try. And I'm a noob to this, so we're gonna see if we can catch one. I got some sort of a weird spoon here. Hopefully we can get something to bite on it. Might throw a sack on the back of it too for some attention and some scent. But we'll see. We'll throw it around, see what we can get. But yeah, I've seen a few people land some salmon already today, so a few monsters keep swimming by here and there, so we might get lucky, we might not. But this is a new experience for me, so it's kind of fun. If we catch nothing, at least I'm out here fishing. Gotta make sure I get down here so I don't fall in. I'll probably get pulled into the water by some massive salmon though. No, I'm at Lake Michigan. Not in Michigan, but I'm at Lake Michigan. Hang on. I got my big old ugly stick. Oh, that guy scared me for a second. Just massive salmon was coming towards my spoon for a second. I was about to shit my pants. Like literally. I think it's huge. There's like a nice current here, so I don't even have to reel it in fast. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm throwing spoons. Everyone else seems to be throwing spoons. A few people got some floating sacs down there. I'm gonna get yanked into the water by some monster. I've seen some monsters in here already that look scary. They're so big. Hey, what's up? How we doing? I'm fishing Lake Michigan for salmon for the very first time in my life. Who knows? Could we get lucky today? Maybe. This is Port Washington. The Port of Washington. Well, not actually Washington. A lot of people fishing over there. But you need like a 12-foot net. I don't have a 12-foot net, man. Hell yeah. In the woods hunting. What's up, Dr. Cron? Thank you. I've seen people catch a few fish already this morning. Like since I got here, I waited around for about half an hour and just kind of was watching what people were doing. And, you know, a lot of people throwing spoons today, and I decided to throw some spoons and just see what happens. I saw about 4 or 5, maybe 6 salmon caught already, which is quite insane. Hey, what's up? We're in Wisconsin, man. I brought out my my big ugly stick today. It's really ugly, see? Hey, what's up? No idea what I'm doing. Dude, there's a barge over there, a little tiny barge with a porta potty on it. It's like the tiniest little barge I've ever seen with a porta potty. That's all it's got on it. A little crane and a porta potty. Fishing for salmon, man. There's some monsters in here. They've swam by a couple times. I saw someone catch one over here too, right where I'm at. Everyone's using spoons. Spoons and or floating sacks. We may or may not even get anything today, but this is a first for me, so I'm excited. Oh man, we got the porta potty barge heading right towards us. Dude, there's some fish in here that when they swim by, they literally scare me. They're that big. Like, I think if they get on my line, I'm going to get ripped into water. I thought the ones in the river were big. These things are like giants compared to some of the ones I saw in the river. Salmon, Samarama? I don't even know what that is. I'm not even sure. I'm just throwing, right now I'm throwing this guy here. I have no idea. That's a bigger spoon. It's not that heavy though. It's not even heavy enough, but I don't know. It says it's good for salmon, good for walleye, good for pike, good for everything. This porta potty barge though looks like he's going to come over here and ruin some fishing here pretty soon. I do not expect a giant porta potty barge coming on through. Salmon and ramen noodles? Oh, no, I never tried that, man. Nice. Racine? Yeah, I'm up here in port right now. There's a ton of people fishing. A ton of people catching. Saw a few people lose some salmon too. This guy was fighting a salmon forever. Ended up snapping his hook off eventually. From Wisconsin. The port of Port Washington. We're at the, what they call it, the coal docks. Looks like most of the, like, I was going to start fishing over there. You see, like, way over there. There's a huge current. Tons of people fishing, though. There's, like, not a whole lot of space to squeeze in there. On top of that is, like, a 20-foot drop. And I have 0-foot net. So the only chance of me even getting one out of here is right here by the rocks. Cheese State. Yep, we're from the Cheese State. Where we got floating barges with porta potties on them. I think they specifically brought a porta potty over. Yeah, I mean, I saw someone catch fish over here already. I could go over there where the current is more and like, bring it with the current. There's a current that goes out here. It's kind of like, I don't know, kind of coming backwards here. It's going out the current and then kind of coming back. I don't know if it matters, but I've seen a few monsters swim by already. I got my big old ugly stick. It's probably going to get all twisted and stuff. I haven't used this thing yet. It's got like fluorocarbon on it. 12 pound or something like that. More to the left? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, it's fresh water. What fish am I going to catch? I don't know. Maybe nothing. That's a horrible cast. Got way too much air. Try to recast it again. come fishing in Australia? You gonna pay for my my plane out there? You got to make sure to kill all the giant spiders also. There's some crazy ass insects in Australia. You bet you I'm using a really ugly stick. Super ugly. The ugliest you can get. I'll show you. So we got the Ugly Stick GX2. It is medium heavy action, 7 foot, and then it's got this GX 250 on it. Samarama. Hey, I don't know. I probably wouldn't catch anything there. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. But hey, we're out here fishing, just trying, seeing what comes up, what we can maybe catch. They're loading that porta potty. They really drove it all the way across there to drop a porta potty off. It's crazy. They couldn't just driven over here and drop it off. They had to like transfer a porta potty on a barge. I don't understand. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, this is my first time ever doing this. Never went like actual salmon fishing here at Lake Michigan. I've only ever like come and maybe seen some people catch fish. Never done it myself though. This is the only rod I have that's kind of set up for it too. Everything else I have is like designed for bass. Like my other Ugly Stick carbon, like I could cast with it, but man, I don't know. See a fight this to the end of the time with that thing. Yeah, Wisconsin's pretty legit. I live in a really good area where I'm around all these spots. I've just never actually, utilized them a lot. I stick to my local honey holes mostly. I mean, this is local too, but it's normally not the type of fishing I do. This type of fishing is kind of intimidating when you have like 20-foot ledges you're fishing off of and you need like a 30-foot net just to grab a fish out. Bye. Hey man, thank you. I appreciate that. 7 salmon yesterday. What the hell? Hurry up. Saw you on the hub? What hub are you talking about? Are you talking about me? I don't even know what the hub is. Maybe you're talking about someone else. I was going to say, hurry up. I was like, man, I've never even done this before. You're going to have to tell the salmon to hurry up. I have no idea, man. I'm a very simple person. It's probably a very simple thing too, but I don't even know what you're talking about. I only know one hub, and it would have nothing to do with this. Oh my gosh, caught some seaweed for the first time. Fishing, yay. Oh, you remember my older videos? Like, are you talking about like my my eBay videos or my DoorDash videos? Well, I'm fishing for salmon, but I mean, I don't know, maybe something else is out here, but you could see the bottom where I was over there, and you can kind of see it here, not as good. But over there where everyone's fishing off the 20-foot ledge, you can literally see the bottom and giant king salmon swimming around down there. Maybe some other ones too, different types, but they're massive. The one person I saw catch, like actually get one out though, it looked like it was legitly hooked in the mouth, believe it or not. Try a different spoon. Nice. Is this on TikTok? No, I mean, I could put it on TikTok. I don't have a TikTok account linked up to this to stream both of them, but I could. I caught some crap. Gotta wait for this boat to go by. I've only been fishing for like 10 minutes. So, saying I'm not having much luck, I mean, if you're expecting me to catch a fish in 10 minutes, I mean, you must know something I don't know. I got some fish eggs, but I could put a sack on the back of the spoon maybe and see if like that would help too. Come to England, please, best fish. I mean, you guys make it seem like I'm just gonna get a plane ride anywhere. They got someone telling me to go to Australia and England. I'd probably already be there and doing it if I could. I think that guy might have one on right there in the kayak. He's wrestling in the kayak there. Something. Definitely has a fish on, I think. Unless he's snagged. I doubt it though. It's like ripping his pole behind his head. I don't know, maybe he is snagged. I don't know, he just doesn't seem very actively fighting something now. Go buy me a ticket. Maybe he doesn't have something on. Looked like he was fighting something for a while. Yeah, maybe it's just snagged though. I don't know, before I fly off to some random country, I kind of need to know someone that I'm meeting there. Otherwise I'll never come back home, if you know what I mean. I've already been invited to India 4 times. People want to be my best friend. People want my phone number. You guys should probably throw on a sack of eggs on the back of my spoon. It wouldn't hurt. Probably wouldn't hurt the what do you call it, the action either. I only really have one more spoon I could use. It's a little Clio. It's a little bit smaller than this one, but it's blue and silver though. Nice. 6'7". Too bad you're not 6'7", huh? You're 68. 67's the prime number. No, they haven't caught anything yet. Saw a few people catch some stuff. Really just people straight retrieving, not doing anything crazy. A few people caught them on salmon sacs. Other people caught them on spoons. No. This is the biggest spoon I have. Stop saying 6'7". Dude, my grandma's looking down at me right now. She said 6'7" to me earlier, and it made me proud. Yeah, my line's getting all twisted, and this spoon is doing a number on my line. I got a swivel on there, but it doesn't seem to be helping the twist. You know, when I use my whopper plopper, people scream at me. You're reeling it in way too fast. You'll never catch a fish. But you know what I do? I catch fish. But then they say, you know what? You'd catch more fish. But this line is so twisted, man. I'm not going to catch fish like that. The line keeps getting twisted. My biggest fish. Oh, my biggest fish is a 38-inch pike. So if I catch anything in here, it's going to dwarf that probably in no time. I'm hoping it's at least 6 or 7 pounds. That would be ideal. What's wrong with saying 6'7"? You don't like those numbers for some reason? It could be a traumatic experience. There could have been something that happened in your life, I understand, but they're just numbers. They're not scary. We're in port fishing right now, Port Washington, by the coal docks. They keep catching fish right by the coal docks, but they have that shit on lockdown over there. It's hard to get over there and fish over there. But there's people fishing all over the place. Yeah, I mean, that's all fishing is. Must be having fun not doing it. What happens is, like, you start listening to advice. People are like, they'll see you do this, and then they'll be like, no, now you have to twitch it.
No, you twitched it too fast. Now twitch it slowly. Wait, stop it. Now raise the rod now. Okay, now drop the rod. Real fast, real slow. Set the hook. Let it drop. Fucking brain goes in overload, man.
Hey, man, thank you. I've never done this before, so while I appreciate advice, I've caught fish without anyone's advice before. I've even gotten advice on stuff I've always caught fish on in my life, and they said it's still not good enough. So I'm just fishing. People scream at me to change the lure. I literally will change the lure one time, and then they'll scream at me to change it to another lure because I didn't catch a fish on it instantaneously. It's crazy, man. People are crazy. Going for salmon. I only got I got one more pole. It's my ugly stick. My 6'6" medium action ugly stick. It's got a spinnerbait attached to it right now. You got a fish over there. I could always try fishing over there. I could walk it down to the rocks if I ever caught one. Maybe it'll be a little easier than standing on these rocks, all cockeyed. Yeah, I've never caught a salmon either. I had that one on in the river, and it was like 8 seconds on my line, and the thing came off. It was on a little Cleo spoon. Hey, you know what I like though? This is a new experience for me. That's all I care about. Like, I could go back to the same thing today and try again, but why not try something new? Even if we don't catch anything. I mean, I didn't catch anything yesterday fishing at the normal spot I go at, so why not come try something new and not catch something, you know? It's definitely a different type of atmosphere here, that's for sure. I want to sit down here. It's the best way to fish, just sit on my ass. This is the way I want to fish, sitting on my ass. It was like the first, like the second cast I had. I had this giant salmon look at my bait. I don't know if he was actually looking at it, but it was going towards it, and I literally had my stomach drop. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, I wish, man. You never know. You just keep coming back and trying, and I just gotta learn different techniques potentially. And oh, there's a huge one right there. Yeah, I wish. I mean, I can go on the other side and show you guys, but I have to go way over there. I had to drive my car to this side, but you could see the bottom. You can just see the giant fish down there. They are monstrous. I'm still interested in why they had to take a barge all the way across to deliver a porta potty, though. It's kind of odd in my book. How's everyone doing? Sometimes people forget it's called fishing instead of catching. Most of the people that come on my streams are pretty cool. There are a few people that, I don't know, they act like they're the grand masters of fishing. I've never seen people so worried about someone else's how they fish. Like, Imagine the same people right now that are in the stream telling me like to do different things. They would be going up and down. Every single person over there and be like, bro, what are you doing? Lift your pole up. Put your pole back down. Reel it in faster. Reel it in slower. Could you imagine them going up to every person like that? They wouldn't say that in person, you know. Hey, it's been a crappy couple days here. But I still went out. I just didn't stream every single day, you know. I might switch my location just to like change it up. Maybe off that pier over there. Maybe I'll put the little Clio on too. It actually seemed to work better than this big old sucker for some reason. We'll see. Let me go change it up here once. It'll be a little bit more comfortable for me to stand on cement versus the rocks. Even though I'm sitting on my ass right now, probably the best way you can fish, to be honest. All right, let's have to do some parkouring to get out of here. Hardcore parkour. Gotta grab my tactical backpack. Yeah, all like the big fishing stuff is like right over here. I believe there's a bunch of like warm water runoff from the power plant that's right there. Love the fish like hanging out there, but there's just tons and tons of people, and they all have like the best spots right now. So, and I also don't have a 20-foot pole, or I mean a 20-foot net, I should say. Let's try over here though. Yeah, maybe I'll put the little Clio on. It's a little bit smaller and just seem to cast better. And also just come in better, you know. Let's see. It's so deep here. I'm not used to fishing in deep water, to be honest. It's kind of weird. I'm a river fisherman, so I'm used to fishing in like 4 feet at the max, mostly 2 to 3. Yeah, people give me hell for using ugly sticks. It's weird. I've had people like tell me I need better equipment. I'm like, why? I got two ugly sticks. Dual lightsaber. Let me see, where's that other little Clio? Put it in my pocket. It's probably a bad idea putting lures in your pocket, you know. Alright, we'll put this one on. I think it's a little small, but it seemed to be working better when I first got here and I was casting it. We'll see. This big one seems to be really twisting my line up a bit, though. Let's see what else I got too. I don't know. I don't have a lot of anything, you know. I'm such an underprepared person when it comes to this type of fishing, so I don't do it. Hey, it is Shakespeare, see? Shakespeare makes ugly stick. See, Shakespeare. All right. Yeah, like it was weird. Like over there, like It looked like absolutely nothing but salmon. You couldn't see any other fish. It was clear as day. Oh, that guy, he's got one. Oh, his line just snapped. I don't know if he had snagged it or something. He had just had one on, and all of a sudden he pulled it away, and his line came flying at him. Yeah, that casts much farther with that. I can see my breath. It's my first time fishing with my jacket on this year. Normally I fish my jacket on when I start the season. I never usually fish this late. There's a little bait fish down there I can see. I can see the bottom too. Barely. Yeet. Dude, that goes like twice as far as the other spoon. The other spoon was like getting like 25, maybe 20 yards at the most. That one was like a 35-yard cast right there. That sounds pretty awesome. I would take that any day. If that's a secret, you got to make a YouTube video about how to catch catfish. Taking a crap behind a 7-Eleven. Did you use some of the crap as bait? I mean, it would probably work for a catfish. This is the actual spoon I had a salmon on at the river. I had a king salmon on with this actual bait. So I guess it works, but just gotta find the right fish. And airmailed that thing out there. I haven't used this ugly stick, I don't think, ever. I've had it sitting in my garage, trying to find a use for it. Because it's just way too big for what I usually fish for. Yeah, I think he's got one on. I don't know if he snagged it or not, but he's got one on. GX2 is a great setup. You know, it gets a lot of flack from pros, if you want to call them that, you know. Everyone thinks you need some magical setup to catch fish, but I just like rods and reels that can last. They don't have to like worry about breaking when I throw them in my car. He's got some big guy on over there. Not sure what he used to catch it though. You want me to let it hit the bottom? I'm afraid of losing it, man. I don't know what's on there. There he is, got a big old sucker. They're just like, well, they have two of them over there. I'm trying to see what they're using. They're just dropping it down in the water there. Almost looks like a little spoon. They're just drop shotting it right below them. I appreciate the advice, but I like to fish how I like to fish, my man. If I listened to every single person that has come into my stream, I wouldn't get any fishing done at all. Everyone has their own way. Everyone has their secrets. Everyone has their pro methods. You just got another one on there. What the hell are they doing? Just getting one left and right over there. It's not even casting. No, it helps. I don't mind, but I'm telling you, man, like, since I started fishing, everyone comes in, and I could be catching fish left and right, and they still tell me that I'm doing it wrong. I'll have 20 fish caught in one day, and they'll be like, you'll never catch a fish if you keep doing that. These guys just caught 3 fish in a matter of like 3 minutes over there. They're not even casting. They're just dropping it down. I wonder though if they're actually catching it, you know what I mean? I can't tell for sure. They're catching salmon. From what it looked like, they were just dropping a spoon straight down the water and then lifting it up, which would be odd. Possible, but odd. Yeah, so like, it looks like they have a spoon on. You're just doing this, dropping it in, and then lifting up, and then they have a fish on. So probably snagging, you think? Can't tell though. It looks like it's like, what, at least 10 feet deep here. Oh, it broke his line. It snapped his line off. He already had one that, like, snapped his line. That one just snapped his line also. I don't know. I mean, I was watching people do drop shots over there with a spoon, and nothing was even going after it. But if they were stacked up in there where they're at, I mean, good chance you could get one way or another. It just feels odd catching 3 fish in like 3 casts. What's up, Alaska Critter Cam? It's so eerily calm right next to the lake today. Like this big ass body of water. And it's just calm as can be. No wind, nothing. It'd be nice to go maybe another day and get a better spot. You see where they're down fishing in that little entranceway. That's where all the fish end up swimming upstream. I have a picture someone sent me, and literally the entire entranceway was blocked off by fishermen. There's so many fishermen over there, though. Probably because you can see the fish better. But there's that running water there. I don't know, a lot of people like to just let their spoons just sit in the current and not do anything, which helps. When I was over there, you just randomly hear people say, "Fish on." Maybe I should go back on the rocks again, get closer over the moving water. Be too far to walk, go all the way to hell on that side though. My hand is cold. It's not even that cold out, but like my hand, like my one that I'm holding the pole with, is getting real cold. My tight grip on the pole, waiting for something to strike. Here, let's move. See if we can get another spot here, maybe get lucky. Alright, let's see where we can go. Try back on these rocks, maybe a little bit to the right more, current. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Some big ass rocks. Why would they just go and follow you? What do you have to offer? Why would someone want to follow you? Because you said so? What do you do? I'm gonna find the wizard over here. Yeah, it's Lake Michigan. Now this current's really strong over here. I'll leave my pole up here, my other one. Take my backpack off too. Oh, there's a big salmon right there.
some next to the rocks, right as I walked over. Alright. Oh, they don't make this easy for you. Oh, where'd he go? He's gone now. Oh, I hear a fish on. Oh, nice. There's a bit of current here. I only have to reel it fast. It's probably going crazy out there. Just slow reel. I would not fish the Mississippi River, I'm sorry. I hear that place is disgusting. Hoping to see another big old salmon come by. Oh, I got some crud on my spoon. I'll never catch something with that. Yeah, they keep catching them right there next to the, there's like this really shallow area that goes into that river runoff. And they spawn camp that pretty hard. It's hard to get a spot there. Hey, what's up? Illinois and Fox River, nice. Dude, that one bro has like a 30-foot net. Gotta be everyone's friend. Pay him $20 to mind a fish for you. You ever caught a fox? I want to go on I would love to go on what do you call it? Charter here. Maybe I'll do it next year. It'd be a lot of fun. Everyone I know that goes on a charter here seems to end up catching like 20 fish when they go in a group of people. Yeah, you want me to drop my line all in the water? There's some massive rocks down there. I'm gonna get stuck on those things, man. Hey, what's up, Romania? Should we walk over by them, start fishing next to them?
Maybe one of the bros would let me use their net if I caught one. They'd net it for me. Dude, my line's getting all twisted though. So much for swivels. Do your job, swivel. Oh no, not bass fishing. Over there I can let it drop. There's like no giant rocks over there. Should just come here and make money. Just get a giant net and just be like, charge people to use my net. I think that's a business model right there. I need to get myself some swim baits. I actually don't own any swim baits. A lot of these places I fish are like 2 feet deep at the most, maybe 3. Never thought to use a swim bait there. A lot of snags usually. No, I'm not catfishing. I'm not used to using this stiff-ass fishing line. Fluorocarbon. Dude, they got 2 on at the same time over there, man. That's where I need to be fishing. There's so many people fishing though, it's hard to do anything. Trying to see what they're using. That guy looks like he's got beads possibly. Maybe spawn sack. Yeah, we'll catch anything that will bite a hook. There's mostly salmon and trout and other things in here. Oh, that bird. I thought he was going to go after my spoon at first. Dive bombed it right as it was heading down. They all catching fish over there. That's where I should go. Dude, that guy has a fish on again, man. These people are sick. They're pros. Just watching him. We should move. Let's go over right to those people. Everyone's catching fish over there. Let's see what they're using at least, bare minimum. Pretty sure a lot of them using spoons though. Let me tie this crap on here. Alright, let's head over. Let's see what's going on. A huge hike to go over here. Endless people saying fish on. Looks shorter than it actually is to walk around this whole thing. Tons of bait fish down there. So, nothing. Just heading over there, see if you got any better luck. Oh no.
Got a big one.
Oh no, definitely. Oh, there's some nice ones right there. Look at that. Oh, there's all kinds right here. Look at that. Look at those monsters right here. Wow, there's tons of them here. I have to try fishing here. Might put on a float with a sack on it too. And try this still for a little bit. Since there's a whole bunch over here. I can actually see them. Look at that, man. They're just swarming down there. There's so many of them. At least we have our eyes on some of them now. Couldn't see anything where I was. Yeah, you guys saw that? Yeah. That was the first time I was able to actually see a ton of them. There was like a school of 20 of them that went by. Really just walked over here and they were everywhere. Did that help? Yeah, it's not working very well. Oops, hang on. I'm trying to do this with like one hand because I have my pole in the water. Hang on. Let's try it here. They're just using spawn sacs. That's probably what I should put on, to be honest. I don't see anything over here right now. When I walked up, they were all over here. Let's put a spawn sack on or something and it'll float. Why not? I can put that on my other line, let that sit while I cast this out. So we have two things then. Man, they were all here when I walked up here. I don't think I spooked them. They just were swimming around. Yeah, let me rig up something here really quick. So we got one in the water just chilling, and then I can cast something also. See. I don't know if I have big enough. Let's just use this one I got. See if we can get anything first. I swear I bought some stuff, but you know how it goes. I've lost so much stuff through random fishing adventures. Where'd it go? Alright, well, we'll use this one. I'll throw a sack on it maybe. Okay. How you doing? Take the spinnerbait off. Dude. Weird, it's colder over here by the buildings than it was where I was. It feels like there's more breeze here for some reason. float too. We all float down here. This is a bad hook. I just realized this hook sucks. My bung hole is bent. Ay, that one's bent too. All my hooks are bent. Why? Snags. That's nuts. I gotta throw some of these out. Oh, here's one. Never go fishing with bent hooks, I guess. That's a lesson learned today, folks. Alright, let's hook this sack up here. I just need a float of some sort. Try this float. Where they at? Alright, we'll cast this thing out there and see if we can get lucky on it. That's all stinky. So we got a sack coming out there. Alright, well we got a sack out there, and see if we can cast while we wait for our sack to be hit. My sack is on my my ugly stick carbon. My bass fishing rod. We'll see how good that goes. If we get one. Yeah, where'd they all go? There's just so many of them here for a while. I got excited when I walked over here at first because I was like, damn, there's fish everywhere. I hit the hot spot here. And then they just all swam away. Hey, what's up? How you doing? I don't know if you guys can see my float, but it's chilling over there. If they were like sitting in front of me, you could like kind of jig it in front of their faces and stuff, but they all seem to disappear. It's hard to say. I'd say minimum 5-10 feet. I don't know if there's a way to tell. I'm not good at telling distance from underneath the water there. Try here for a little bit and then see if we got anything and then move. The only reason I stopped is we saw all those salmon swimming by. I wasn't even going to fish here until I saw tons of them. No, I forgot to check just in case. This is my drag. I think it'll be locked up otherwise. Oh yeah, it's tight as can be. That wouldn't be good. Thank you. Man, that is so tight. Definitely would not be good. Alright, now I actually have it set correctly. There's some sort of little runoff pipe down there making a bunch of racket. Let's recast it here, just in case. Let's get back close again. Dude, this rod feels like a feather after using that other rod. I'm not even kidding you. I haven't used this big ass rod ever. Maybe that's what I should have done, is use this one all summer, so when I went back to using this ugly stick carbon, it'd be the easiest thing ever. And it literally doesn't even feel like you're holding a pole anymore. I hope. I mean, they're in here. Oh, there's a big one right there. Oh, there they are. There's massive ones right there. Look at, I don't know if you can see them. They're right below me again. Maybe I just need to put my ball sack right down here. And wait for them to swim by again. They're kind of like going through. That might be ideal. Really, because they were just right in front of me here. They're coming over in this corner, and then they came back. My nutsack. My nutsack brings all the fish to the yard. Let's see. We're gonna bring it close. Let's sink down right here, so when they come by again. I don't even know if that's deep enough though. Like, I'm pretty deep, but I think those fish are even deeper. It's crazy, you know, just massive schools of them just come swimming by. Like, I didn't see any until just all of a sudden, boom, they were just here. I'm not sure what they're doing. Like, do they just like keep cycling around? It's definitely deeper than it looks, though. because I'm set like maybe what, 3.5 feet deep at the most. It's not even close. There's some giant salmon, possibly some trout too. Yeah, by the time they came back over here, I wasn't even ready to do anything with them because I just cast it out. Oh, I smell food. You know what's ridiculous? So I went to McDonald's today to get a big breakfast before I came here. And you know what? It took 30 minutes. 30 minutes for them to make hotcakes. I was sitting there, and I walk up there. I'm like, dude, where's my big breakfast? I've been waiting for 30 minutes for my hotcakes and sausage, and they're like, we're waiting on your scrambled eggs. I'm like, what? You're waiting on eggs? 30 minutes for eggs? Like the first manager was like, oh, I'm stuck on something. Got it off. The first manager was like, I remember I walked up, the first manager was like, because I said, you know, what's taking so long for my hotcakes? And she's like, I'm not going to deal with this, and walked away from me. I was like, what the hell? You're not going to deal with this? So she made someone else come and deal with it. They forgot ours. Yeah, so finally, like, the manager said, I'm not going to deal with this, and, like, made someone else go do it. Oh, there's a big salmon there. And then she didn't even have an excuse for it, like, for the most part. I said, you know what, you could at least come out and tell me you're taking a long time for my food for some reason, you know? I'm not just sitting there wondering. And then she just said, I'm going to give you, oh, there's a salmon right there. Came right up to the surface. So yeah, she gave me a refund for my hotcakes and or my big breakfast. So I guess I ate for free, but I just had to wait half an hour for it. Yeah, like literally, don't they have like instant eggs or whatever they're called? Half-an-hour eggs. They better be the best damn eggs ever. You know what? They taste like complete ass, like they always do. The only bright side, like I said, is she paid for my big breakfast and gave me a refund. That was it. But I'm like, she's like, well, she goes, we're waiting on your eggs. And I was like, well, how come everyone else that has come in after me and ordered has gotten their food already? Every drive-thru order has gotten their food already. You can't be telling me that I'm the only person that's ordered eggs and I'm waiting on it. Like, just be honest with me. Just say, dude, we fucked up, you know? We forgot about your food or something, anything. They made like this like teenage girl come out and explain it to me instead of the manager themselves. I'm like, dude, that's whack having something like that happen. Throwing someone like to the lions like that. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm pretty sure they just have basically, yeah, they just dump them in like a little like thing, they fry them up and call it a day. Takes like a couple seconds probably to actually fry it up. I got like a, what do you call it in my, oh, there we go. So I was kind of irritated to start the day. I'm like, dude, I came here and like, I was watching people fish, and I was like contemplating even doing a live stream because I was just kind of pissed off. I hate starting off days like that for no reason at all. I wouldn't even care if they just would have came out and said, "Sorry, bro, I messed up. My bad." They act like they like pretend like, "Oh, maybe if we don't say anything, he won't notice that his food hasn't come out yet." Yeah, I'm getting a wine knot like way deep in this somehow. I'll try to get it out again. The problem is I can't cast it far enough. Okay, I think I got it. What's John 13 say? I don't know. I don't follow John 13. It is all twist. So this is not good. That's why I keep having issues. That's really bad. Definitely. That's why we go fishing, though. To get away from that stuff. That's usually why I prefer fishing by myself, away from people. I don't want to deal with other people's drama. Even if it's not as good as fishing spot as it might be, at least it's more chill. Oh yeah, that's what I'm telling him. They act like I was a problem. You got the manager looking at me and saying, "I'm not going to deal with this." Like, what do you mean you're not going to deal with it? It's your job. It's your job to deal with it. Yeah, I still can't believe yesterday at the river I hooked onto that. I thought I was snagged on something really like a rock or something. It was a freaking burlap sack. It started moving eventually. I was actually like afraid of what was coming back on my line. You know, when you get you get this thing that just starts moving. I was like, man, it better not be some sort of weird, like, carcass or body part or something I'm pulling up. It would not make my day. From everything I've seen, I think it's illegal, at least in most of the spots. But people still do it. I'm not really sure why it's legal or illegal. Like, if I didn't know, I would not even think twice about it and just have a fire. But I don't know, maybe ships see it and they're like, "Look it's a lighthouse." I don't know. I don't know what it just, I don't know. It's, a lot of places have rules for some odd reason or another. What's wrong with my spoon? It's coming in like a... Something was wrong with it. It's coming in like a jackass. Almost felt like I had like a fish floating on back. Tiny fish. Oh, this is the Port Washington. We're just in the actual port area. Like, people live here around the thing. But there's a massive lake. This is part of a massive lake, Lake Michigan. Haven't seen any more salmon in a while. Except that, oh, there they are. There they are, right there. As soon as I said that, they're really deep. God, they are so deep. I don't think I'm deep enough with the ball sack. I think I have to try to go deeper. Let's see. I'm gonna make it really deep. Still probably won't be deep enough. I'll get all kinds of tangled in my line. There we go. I think the ball sack might be the only hope today. Even then, I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just watching people and trying to see what they're doing. I'm pretty much doing what everyone else is doing. Dipping their ball sack in the water. Damn, that was a big ass fish. They're dipping their ball sack in the water and the fish are liking it. Or they're using spoons and the fish are liking that too. So I cannot get this thing on. My hands are all slimy from my sack. Alright, that's like twice as deep as I was now. There we go. My slimy sack is way deep in there now. We're balls deep with my slimy sack. I can't even see it anymore. It's that deep, so. Oh, there it is. It's way down there. It should be right at the perfect level now. It's still not even at the bottom. What's up, Bruce Keener? Just Bruce. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you by your full name. It's just Bruce. Hey, man. Thanks a lot, Jazz. How you doing? We're trying out some salmon fishing here. There's a dead rotting one right there. We're seeing live ones here, but haven't got one. Look at that crap. My braid is sinking deep in the water. Suffolk says that their braid floats. Doesn't look like it to me. I hope so. I mean, they're swimming by, but I feel like the only way you catch them right now is people snag them. Oh, there's one right down there. Dude, he's right there. Dude, he's right next to my sack. Two of them swam literally right next to my sack. Dude, they couldn't have got any closer to my sack. 2 fish, 1 sack. Yeah, don't search that one on the internet.
Your hair on the line. Oh gosh. I'm not a part of this.
He does have an unattended.
Just sorry.
Those old ladies are thirsty, man. If you know what I mean. They were like hitting on the guy next to me and touching his hair and stuff. They're thirsty. Cougars. 4 cougars, 1 sack. The cougar's on sack patrol right now. They literally swam right by it though. I don't understand fish. Like, they're obviously not like searching out food. You have to like piss them off or something. You gotta dangle your sack in front of their face till they get pissed off enough. Gotta recast my sack. We're in Wisconsin. We're in by the Great Lake of Lake Michigan. Using sacs, ball sacs. We have no takers though. I had the choice of getting an orange sack, a pink sack, or a red sack, and I went with orange sack. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think the cougars would come and definitely attack my sack if I did that. But I'm purposely avoiding that. They were overly eager to go up and touch that guy. If you know what I mean. Like, it's kind of weird to just randomly touch some dude. Dude, there's a huge fish right there. It's just chilling there. It's one of the first I've seen that wasn't like swimming around. Hang on. He's like 10 feet, like that way, in front of my sack. But he's not actually doing it. Oh, he just left now. It's like when I pointed at him, he was like, "Oh shit!" He saw me. He's like, "I wasn't looking at your sack, I promise." Sack attack. What's a good name? I'm going to use that for my next gamer handle. Sack attack. Black and blue. my sack is blue. Blue balls. My wavels are blue. I got worried though. They were hardcore, like talking to those guys and like touching them and stuff. And then they came by me. I was like, oh hell no. You know, maybe if there were some good-looking women, but they've done seen their prime. That's for sure. Maybe I need to get a sugar mama. Hey, Granny, I need some money to go buy some new fishing equipment. Probably wouldn't have. Oh, there's a huge one. Is he going for it? Because there's massive ones here. They're back again, right near my sack. Dude, they're like hovering right by my sack. They're right down there. Can you see them? Dude, it's still not deep enough. They're swimming underneath my sack. right underneath the taint. There's so many of them. Yeah, they're underneath it still. I'm still not deep enough. I don't know if I can get any deeper. That's what she said. Or maybe that's what I said. I don't know. Alright. I'm going to try to get a little bit deeper because they're swimming underneath the sack still. I'm like 5 feet maybe. Alright. Maybe I just gotta wait for them and dangle my sack in front of them. You know, when they're around, whip it out. I'm gonna do it again though. It's hard to cast. Hang on. Ah, there they are. Alright, we'll see if they come back again. They're still there though. So yeah, I'm way down there now. It's gotta be like 6-7 feet deep at least. Hey bro, how are you? You're watching West Bengal? Oh, from West Bengal? Is that what you're saying? Dude, they were like right next to the sack. Like, oh, they're right there again. They're back again. Dude, they're right there. He's chilling right near it. He's not even that big a one. I don't even care. I can't even see where my sack is, though. Like, I see my bobber, but I can't see the sack anymore. That's how deep it is. He's just sitting there right below me. Big deep. He's just like swimming around taunting me almost. I gotta see where it is. Let's see. Dude, there he is. I see the sack now. Dude, they're right there. Dang it, man. Let's see. It's just impossible to cast with this much depth. Oh, look at that. That was a pro cast right there. Alright. Sack's falling down there. There's some big fish around here again. They're just not going to bite though, I bet. It just feels like you're not going to catch one of these fish. Hey man, thanks. Appreciate it. I don't know, you think if you were a big salmon that, you know, you would see big old sack down there and strike it. They make it sound so simple, like you just got to put something orange or red in front of their face and piss them off. I don't know. They're in here though. It could be either or. Oh, there they are again. Look at that. It sounds like someone's peeing in the water. Oh, don't mind me, guys. I'm just relieving myself right now. It's the fish will literally just swim by and like taunt you. Yeah, there's a whole group of them right there. Man, there's tons of them there. I can't even get my spoon deep enough because when I'm retrieving it, by the time it gets back here, it's like too high up. Hey, ladies. Catfishing. It's as low as I can get it. Like, it was still way above them. So about, like I said, by the time I get back here, I'm like 10 feet out of the water fishing. It brings the spoon all the way back up. I don't know, I just thought it would be easier to catch a salmon in some regard. Maybe it is. Maybe I just have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm not the only person that's not catching something, though. There's like the two specific spots where people are catching them, literally right next to that entranceway to the river, and they have it on lockdown. Yeah, you too. Okay. See what I catch. I should have just joined those ladies. Ladies, how are you doing today? You ever been with a YouTube fisherman? Let me see you subscribe. Then we'll get a little freaky afterwards, as long as I can tell that you're a subscriber on my channel, ladies. That'd be weird. I think they would have taken me up on an offer instantaneously if I said something. At least one of them would have. They were freaks for their age, man. I'm telling you. Split shot. Harding kind of wants to go for a walk on the pier now with all this fishing. Go shove this stuff in my stuff and go on a little adventure right now. See what else is out there. Let's see. Fishing slow. We can go on Karen patrol maybe. I don't think those old ladies are Karens though. Believe it or not. They would have yelled at us for sure to get off their lawn. This is private property. Alright, we're just going to shove stuff in here for now. And change location and maybe go out on the pier. It might be interesting to go out on the pier. I haven't been out on the pier since I was like a wee little lad. No, not really. Like maybe like 15 years ago. We're in the ocean right now, the ocean of the Midwest. Look at, they're right back. Go for my sack. I turn my head for a second and they try to sneak attack my sack. But no, they just swim by. There's just tons of them, man. Tons of them. Tons of them, but not interested. No. I've seen a lot of people catch them, but not me today. Yeah. Just trying to go deep because they're so deep, but I was trying to fish deep by them, but because they were just swimming over it for a while, but they're just not interested. They just keep swimming by. Oh yeah, all the fishing has kind of gone that way lately, not just the salmon. Trying to catch bass in northern is just as difficult right now.
We were out a couple weeks ago up at our cabin near the Midwest Muskie Classics up there.
Sure.
On our lake. And this is before the weather break, but they caught some fish, but they were slow.
Oh sure, yeah.
But I think the biggest was 49 and a half.
That's it's definitely a nice size, but still, yeah, that's. I went out fishing that last really warm day we had, and the fish were striking great that day, and then it just, yeah, because now.
It's crazy it's on the moon, the temperature, the water temperature, the column, all that stuff.
Yeah, I've struck out the last 2 days, and then today it struck out too. So I've tried 3 different places and not got a single bite really.
So what do you do then if you have something decent up over the? How do you get it up over the?
It's a good question. I would get it down to the rocks, to be honest. I'd try to go all the way down there if I could.
Have you seen those nets? They're they're a net. So I've seen like guys like in Texas that fish on the piers with them.
Yeah.
Or off a bridge. They actually get them to here, and there's a net they drop down that has a little bit of weight on it.
Oh sure.
It's like a round net.
I've seen some of that.
Up on
I know some of the I think like the piers in Florida, they have like
Yeah.
specific things like
Yep.
attached for you guys to do. And, yeah. All right, man. I'll take it
Good
easy.
luck.
They just taunt me. That's I can't deal with them anymore. And if you can see them once in a while, all of a sudden, like there's one like right here. There's 2 of them swimming right next to me. Just deep shadows. 3 of them. So yeah, they just swim by and just wave at me. All right, that was stranger danger. He asked if I wanted candy, but he said I had to get in the back of his van first. I didn't want to let him know that I was using my nut sack to try to catch him. It was too suggestive, I felt. Yeah, those guys like left right away after they were like molested by the old ladies. They just packed up and left like right afterwards. You would have took the candy. All right. I don't know how far I am from the actual pier. I wonder if those guys are still fishing in that one spot where it looked like they were like literally like snagging them out of the water. Gosh, we got trick-or-treating. When I first got here, there was what is it? What's that costume? Plague doctors, whatever it is. Guy was walking around with that on. It's kind of weird. I forget it's October right now. Cougars ain't safe. You're weak-willed. Give me your entire stock. Let's go. Those guys look like they're gone from that spot, so let's go check out what they were actually doing over there. Got the marina over here. We'll see what they were dealing with over here. Maybe there's just a whole school of sack suckers over here. thought it was him on it first. Yeah, maybe. Look at all the poles the guys got over here now since I left. There was like not a single soul over here now. Let's see what these guys were doing though. Just look, give it a look-see. I'm gonna make a YouTube video on how to do the proper technique of the sack drop. Stop, drop, and sack. I should try to make a really professional looking tutorial about how to catch fish, and it's literally just a freaking parody. People would be like, "What? You wasted my time, bro." I know I didn't. Oh no, there's a dead goose over here. Look at this poor guy. He didn't make it. I think someone's using him as bait. Oh, it's so shallow over here. Yeah, they were fishing right here. See this? Look at it. Oh, look at all the sack suckers right there. There's a ton of them, man. I'm gonna try to catch one here. I don't even know if I need to put a bobber on it. I might need a weight though. Look at all of them. There's tons of them right there. Come on, suck my sack. Dude, yeah, there's no way. They had to have been snagging these things, man. Unless they're going to suck my sack here. You guys see them all? There's tons of them. Here. Come on. I need to put this fishing rod to the test. Look at this sack sucker right here. Take my sack. Take it. Dude. There's no way those guys were catching these fish, like legally. I'm telling you, they were just dropping in spoons and pulling them up. Oh, maybe they will. There's like a little current here. Makes it kind of hard. Oh, take my sack. Take it. Dude, it's like, come on, man. Get it. I'm fishing for the sack suckers right here. Look at all of them. I'm literally going to crap my pants if one of them actually takes me up on an offer here. Dude, it literally touched them. There's so many. Yeah, you can't tell me those guys were legitimately catching fish over here. They're not even interested in my orange sack. I'll tell you what though. So like I turned and looked at them when they were catching them. And the first time he caught one, and he was looking at me like kind of weird, suspiciously. Probably saw my camera on my chest. He's like, "Oh no, he's gonna report us." Right, dude, it like went right by his face, and then he like got scared of it almost. There's so many.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up? How you doing? They had sacks in their face all day. Yeah, I guess if I had a ball sack in my face dangling all day, I'd be a little tired of them too. Maybe it's not stinky enough of a sack. Maybe I have to put a new sack on that's nice and stinky. This one's been too well washed. Let's put a stinky sack on, and maybe a float or something. I'll try something, you know. This is our best opportunity, I think, right now. Make sure my pole, I don't step in my pole. See, I could be doing a full tutorial right now. You'd have brand new people that have never fished like me for salmon, and they'd be like, God, okay, look at how this guy is doing it, man. Where's my clip? Oh, there it is. No, I think fish like sacs. Pretty sure everything I've read, they like sacs. If I catch a salmon, I will use the salmon as bait, I promise. Alright, we're going to take this old sack off. Let's see if they eat my sack by just throwing it in the water. Here's a sack for you guys. Watch them eat it. I'd be so pissed. Alright, we're going to detach a new sack with extra scent. It'd be great though. Just tell some random stuff on YouTube and people would be like, alright, I'm going to go out to the lake and try this out. Just some crazy stuff. And people would be like, what are you doing, bro? Dude, this stuff stinks, dude. Here we go. This is non-floating Atlas Mike's ball sack. And it's funny because my name is Mike. I keep my sack in a bottle. I dip it in here. It's funny, like, yeah, my name's Mike, so Mike's ball sacks. Get yours at your local Walmart. Why is it going this way now? Wasn't it just floating that way? That's not cool. It literally was just floating the other way. Why is it... It's literally, I'm telling you, man, I swear it was floating the other direction when I was casting my sack in there. And now that I put a float on, I look up and it's coming this direction. Maybe I'm crazy. My spawn sack brings all the fish to the port. And they're like, his sack's better than yours. Come on. Maybe the fish maybe the fish are straight and they're not actually ladyfish. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, I'm telling you, based on this, I can almost guarantee you these guys were snagging the fish over here and then keeping them. There's just no way. Because they caught 3 in 3 casts. And then they have another 2 break off. Someone should look that up right now. 2 fish, 1 sack. Just see what pops up. Oh my god, he skimmed my sack. Like, he looked like he put his chin on my sack. Bald Chinian right there. He swam right over to it, like inspected it. Yeah, snagging for sure. There's no way. Because if they were like biting like crap, like crazy, like there, I would have had like 10 fish already. That's, like I said, that's probably why that guy was like looking at me like, oh shit. Like, if you're doing something legit, you'd be excited if someone's watching you fish. I always get excited when people watch me catch a fish because I'm like, yeah, bitch, I got a fish you don't. No, I'm just kidding. But they didn't seem to be like, oh, it is moving. It's going back the other direction now. So it isn't just me. Why is it moving multiple directions like that? Different flows here. We've gone from a light flow to a heavy flow right now. Excuse me. Yeah, that's funny because they were snagging fish over here then for the most part. And then the ladies, there was just 2 other ladies that walked up and they're like, oh, congratulations. They were probably like, get away from us. We're doing this illegally. You know what's funny is yesterday, I was at the river. Okay, right. Dude, they're literally afraid of my sack. I'm not even kidding. It lands by them and they get freaked out and they leave. But I was at the river, and I ended my live stream yesterday, and then I was walking to my car, and I had that same day I was talking about how I thought I saw a DNR game warden there, but I also have never seen a game warden there in like 20 years. And sure enough, there was a game warden there next to my car when I got back. I was like, go figure. He didn't check anyone's license, though. He was just sitting in his car, but I thought it was odd. I've never seen one there ever. You know how many times I said, God, I wish there was a game warden here because people were keeping like 4-inch bass, anything they catch, and there was never a game warden around. But of course, now there is. Dude, I wish a game warden would come up right now. I would literally just have the most weird conversation with him about my sack. Right on a live stream, too. What you fishing for? Ladies, that's what I'm fishing for. And I'm using my sack as bait. And he'd be like, can I see your line? Can you reel it in to see what you're using? You want to see my sack? You sure you want to see my sack? You can touch it too if you want. It's a legit sack. Nothing illegal about it. Dude, I would have so much fun with a game warden right now if he walked up here. I would respect him, but I would also have fun with him. Yeah, I guess the only way you can catch fish here is snagging them. Those guys, you know what, they probably went home too, and they took their fish, and they probably took like pictures with them and everything, and then put them on like online. Everyone's like, God, bro, you're such an amazing fisherman. Every time you go out, you just come back with 5 salmon every day. I'm telling you, man, most of these people that catch fish here, I don't think they're actually really catching them. That was a big ass jump behind me there. Should try casting my sack over there. These guys don't want the sack, so let's try over there where that big ass fish jumped. It's funny, that guy was like, how do you plan on getting the fish out if you catch one? I'm like, don't really know, man. That sounds like a problem that I'll have when I actually catch a fish, you know? Right now, the problem is catching a fish. Who cares how we figure out how to catch it after that? That's from that salmon earlier. Someone had a little too much fun there. All right. Let's try over here. My nose is still running. Doesn't even feel that cold out, but I've been out here a while. This water is, you can't see it, like in it. You know what, I looked yesterday after the stream too. We are somehow over 3,000 subscribers already. It's pretty insane. It was like 2,200 subscribers in the last like month and a half. Pretty crazy. I don't think we're going to catch anything here though today. I casted. I mean, the only thing left to do is to attach my sack to a spoon. And spoon sack it. That might be the last hope there. Oh my gosh. Bro heard me talking about my sack on a spoon and he jumped out of the water. That was the worst cast ever. Oh my god, bro is all excited now. He's like, did someone say spoon sack? All right, man. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out. We'll probably end it here in a little bit. We haven't had no luck. Maybe I'll go somewhere else and try fishing. But I wanted to test my luck on some salmon. Kirk farted? How do you know? No problem. Hopefully you can use that knowledge to your advantage when packs of cougars walk by you. You know what to do now. And that one fish is going crazy. What's up, Alex? Alexandra? That's a long name. I don't know if the name stops or continues. It's such a long name. Well, we tried. We literally had fish touch the sack and still did not bite on it. We saw people catch fish left and right over here, and then we came over here, and the fish wanted nothing to do with it, so that means that they weren't even catching fish. They were snagging it. All right. Well, it was fun trying it. We'll probably do it again another day, another try. Maybe get a different position, different area. But we had struck out today. It was my first attempt at salmon fishing at the lake. 60, I deal with them all the time. Nice. Oh, hey, what's up, Indiana? Cougar season has begun. Yeah, they're on their spawning run right now, that's for sure. But thanks a lot, guys, for hanging out with me. We had a lot of fun today. Didn't catch anything, but we were checking out this new location here. And yeah, we had some laughs along the way, so I appreciate everyone stopping in and hanging out. Hey, what's up, 6-7? So everyone, if you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit the like button, double tap the screen. I do appreciate if you sub if you want to come back again and hang out and just have a good time. We don't always catch fish, especially this late in the fall. It's always going to be tough, but we always try to have fun at least while we're out there. No problem. I enjoy it. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. So I will see you guys on the next stream. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. I might take off tomorrow. Also got to watch the big Packer game versus Aaron Rodgers on Sunday night. So bye-bye. Make sure you like, subscribe, and watch out for those cougars. And I haven't musky fished, no.